Hey everyone, it's Ty's Model Trains. Now this video is brought to you by Terrence the Tractor 525. He asked me to, he asked me if I was going to do a video, but I like to think of this as a video request. So yeah. Anyways, this video will be made for kids. This is going to be kid friendly because this is Thomas we are talking about. So this video will be made for kids. Like I said, in the future I will be talking about more about the realistic engines and the realistic models. It's just that right now there's a lot of Thomas stuff going around, and I kind of want to get everyone pretty much excited. So anyways, let's go ahead and talk about some stuff. Now, he told me that there is another announcement to be made for the Bachmann Thomas and Friends range for 2020. Now, this is going to be taking place in July, so about 5 months from now, I believe. So, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my top 10 predictions that I would personally like to see for the Bachmann Thomas range. I have really 7 non-powered engines, and then I have 7 non-trained characters, but it's really going to be 5, and then I have 5 engine characters that I would like to see. So let's go ahead and do it with the 5 non-engine characters. I would like to see Bulstrode. Because we haven't had any other vehicles besides Birdie, Terrence, Harold, Jeremy. I think it's kind of boring that we only have those 4 characters. So I would like to see Bulstrode come back. I would like to see him in the range. I think that would be really nice. I would also like to see the Horrid Lorries. I think the Horrid Lorries would be really cool to see in HO scale. Because I know a lot of people go to the Ertl or take and play versions of the characters. There's just not a high quality model of the Horrid Lorries, and I really think that we deserve some models of the Horrid Lorries. So that is that's 10 and 9. Number 8, I would like to see Butch, the breakdown vehicle, or yeah. I would like to see Butch come back because he's definitely relevant in the new Thomas and Friends CGI series, especially in the early developments of it, like in the Sodor Rescue Team. I'm not quite sure of what the correct name for that group is, but he is part of the rescue squad, and he definitely deserves a model. And Butch is actually one of my favorite road vehicles that I actually really enjoy from the classic series. Because in the CGI series and all of his toys, he had a face on the front. But in the model series, he didn't. It was just the front of the grill of a truck. And that was okay, but I really want to see Butch come back. I would like to see Butch in the HO scale model range. The next one up is Bulgy, especially since Oliver and Duck have been released. I really think it would be really cool to see Bulgy, a double-decker problem. So I would like to see both the green and the red Bulgy. Mostly I want to see the red one, because the red one is definitely the most prominent version, because in the CGI series he did come back in a brief scene in one of the episodes, and he was turned back to being red. So he so the red version of Bulgy is definitely prominent in the new CGI series, and I guess Bulgy is here to stay red. So yeah, and then the next one, number 5. No, 6. Number 6, I want to see Trevor the Traction Engine. He's actually the main one that I have been wanting to see. Definitely Trevor. I think Trevor would be really cool to see. especially now that he's appeared in the CGI series and everything. I definitely want to see Trevor the Traction Engine. All right, now let's go ahead and get into the top 5 locomotive characters that I would like to see. Number 5, I would like to see, I guess, Murdoch. I would like to see Murdoch because Murdoch is a really awesome looking engine. The Hornby one is the only model we ever got of Murdoch, and it's a popular, very popular piece from Hornby that they made. And it's discontinued. The whole entire Hornby Thomas range is discontinued. So it's definitely harder to get certain characters from the Hornby range that Bachmann hasn't made. But I really think Bachmann can do it. I think Bachmann can do Murdoch. I think that would be a smart way to go, because during, I believe towards the end of the model series, Murdoch appeared. I know he appeared in the model series, so he hasn't yet appeared in the CGI series, but he did have a CGI face, but it was the model body. But anyways, yeah. Murdoch definitely deserves a new model from Bachmann. So that's my thoughts on that. Number 4, I would like to see definitely Salty return. I would like to see Salty come back because the range does kind of feel bare without him in the range, and it's definitely a harder model to get a hold of. Plus, I also think that since Bachmann brought back the express coaches, maybe they'll bring back Salty at some point in the near future. I really hope they have plans for that, because me personally, I would take out one of the Diesels or one of the Rosies out of the range completely and put Salty back in the range. Definitely, because Salty is he's still a prominent character in the CGI series and in the show period. So he definitely does deserve a model to return into the range. Number 3, I would like to see Boko. Since they're making Daisy, they kind of have the tooling for Boko, so I'm really hoping Boko will be made because that's definitely a character that has never been made before in model form. A lot of customizers have made it, and they always looked really great. It's just that I really do think that we need a Boko model from Bachmann, because Bachmann is the only company now that makes Thomas and Friends models and keeps on going with certain characters. Because Hornby quit, and then Lionel, they've only made 6, which is Thomas, James, Percy, Diesel, Airy, and Bert. And unfortunately, Bachmann also canceled their Airy and Bert, and I would like to see them return, but that's a discussion for another day. So yeah, number 3, definitely. Who did I say number 3 was? Oh crap. Crap. What did I say? I said Murdoch, Salty. I don't think I got a number 3. But anyway, number 3, I would like to see. Crap. Molly? I would like to see Molly. Molly's definitely another character that everyone is kind of attached to, even though she's briefly appeared here and there in the model series. I'd still think that she definitely deserves a model, and I would like to. Oh wait, never mind. It just came to my head. Boko. Boko is number 3. My bad. Yeah, sorry. But again, with Molly, she's number 2. Definitely, I would like to see Molly come into the model series because, like I said, in that during I believe it was like seasons 8, 9, maybe 10 or 12, somewhere around there, new engine characters were being revealed, and being shown in the model series. And Molly's definitely one of the characters that I really enjoyed. And personally, I think that she is a great character to put in the range. But number one is going to have to go to Stepney. Definitely Stepney. There's a lot of talk about Stepney going around, and I think Stepney would be a fantastic choice to bring into the model range for Bachmann. Especially the fact that Hornby quit their range of Stepney. For the longest time, that was the superior Stepney. And now that it's completely canceled for Hornby to stop making Thomas, it's definitely sad, and I really do expect that we get Stepney. Stepney would be a great character to bring into the Bachmann Thomas range. But yes, anyways, how do you guys like my list? Please let me know in the comments. We said that number one was Stepney, number two would be Molly, number three is Boko. Actually, let me switch those around. Number two would be Boko, number three would be Molly, number four would be Salty to Return, and then number five would be Murdoch. And then, of course, 6 is Trevor, 7 is Bulgy, 8 is Butch, 9 is the Horde Lorries, and then 10 is Bulstrode. So I would like to see those 10 characters eventually come into the range, but mostly classic characters that we know and love. Because I know not a whole lot of people are going to be too familiar with Molly, and not a whole lot of people are going to be too familiar with Murdoch. So definitely those top 10 characters that I would like to see. An even amount of engines and an even amount almost with the with the extra 2 vehicles for the Horde Lorries, but almost an even amount. So definitely that is what I would like to see, but we can only hope. But I have a feeling that Stepney is going to be the one announced in July, so I hope you guys really enjoyed this list. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'll try and make some sort of way where you guys can still contact with me if you're interested in discussing about certain models that are coming out and stuff like that. I'm definitely thinking about getting a I know another good YouTuber, Indian Head Valley Railroad. He just recently got a present in the mail from one of his good followers, and it's a model of the it's an HO scale model of the Norfolk Southern First Responders engine. It's the 911. I definitely want to get something. I definitely want to get that model because it looks like a really nice model, and the fact that, oh man, I really want it. It looks beautiful, and I always kind of really wanted that version of the Norfolk Southern engine. So I'm definitely thinking about getting that and other stuff for this layout. It's just that right now everything due to Thomas is kind of getting in the way of all the other models that I really want. But anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.